What a deck! Hello and welcome to What a Deck, YouTube's goofiest Yu-Gi-Oh show. I'm your host, Hardleg Joe, and today we're looking at BigSpooky.Dek, which is Skull Servants. We're playing King of the Skull Servants Turbo, a very old archetype, I think, possibly the oldest archetype that isn't related to the anime. It's very simple. It's all about dumping Skull Servants into the graveyard and making King of the Skull Servants a very big number. It's not the most powerful deck, probably one of the weaker things I've faced, but it's still good enough that I think it should work for this show. And you know, every once in a while it's fine to play something that's really, really casual. Something that just barely has a chance to scrape the meta. Mostly because we're playing a whole lot of, like, meta staples. We got the Forbidden Droplet and the Lightning Storm. Taking a very cheap deck and making it very expensive. But you know, that's what I feel like doing this week, so that's what we're doing. Now, if you just want a deck profile, there's a link down in the description to a separate, shorter video. There, I'll go over everything in here, just explain how it works. Otherwise, in this video, it's 10 duels against random opponents on YGOPro. I'll be testing this out, showing you how it plays, and hopefully we'll have a little fun. Alrighty, here we are. First duel against Yokai Blade. Not to be confused with Yokai Blade, or Yokai Watch. And we have to go first, which is no good. We've got the Allure of Darkness, but we've only got the one monster. So if we end up drawing into no other monsters and we have to banish this, then we're just screwed. We can't even activate 1-for-1. We've got go second cards. Sometimes this happens. This is a hard go second OTK deck. And, yeah, we're actually going to banish the king. It's a hard go second OTK deck, which means sometimes you have to go first and you get screwed. We could still do a little bit of stuff, but not very much. We're basically Skull Servant OTK. Yup. Not the best for going first, unfortunately. Alright, so we're going to use this. This is the new White Baking. It's level 1. Make it to a Link Karibo. And then White Baking lets you add 2 monsters that mention Skull Servant to your hand, and then you must discard one of them. So we're going to add White Prince and White Mare. And then we're going to discard the White Prince, because if this goes to the grave, we can send a Skull Servant and a Lady in White to the graveyard. Now the important thing is that all these monsters, Skull Servant, Lady in White, White Prince, White Baking, they all count as Skull Servant while they're in the graveyard. You can discard White Mare, who also counts as Skull Servant, to summon a banished Skull Servant. Hello there, nice to meet you. And he gains 1,000 attack for every Skull Servant in the graveyard. So right now we've got 6. It is very easy to, as I think that person said, get this up past 11,000 attack. And just be a little nutty, just a tiny bit. And that's basically the thing. And we got hit with the Dark Ruler no more. And we're Dark Rulering no more. You know what? Well, our entire deck is... Let me think. I could negate this and discard that, and then I'd have a... Yeah, you know what? Let's let this go through. If we can possibly negate like 3 things, that would be better. It's not like they can OTK us. This says we take no more damage for the rest of the turn. Which is good. I don't want to take damage because I have 0 attack. That's very little, and I just want to grill. It's all I want to do. What does this do? Add 1 other Cyber Dragon from your deck to your hand. Yeah, I know I said I wanted to... Well, if I send that to the graveyard, then they can negate it with other things. I'm trying to think if I want to try to stop them from getting to Cyber Dragon Infinity in the first place. Yeah, let's try that. We'll send this off. Maybe not the best use. But if we could stop them from getting to Cyber Dragon Infinity, Then we won't have to deal with that next turn. If they destroy this by battle, you can banish a Skull Servant from the graveyard and just summon it back. Nice. Did I stop the Cyber Dragon Infinity? Verte Anaconda. I see. And there we go. They send those two. They get the Red Eyes Darkness Dragoon. They're gonna just destroy it. Probably should have tagged out for Link Karibo, but that would have allowed it to get more. Okay. That is unfortunate. What do we got here? So this can't be destroyed, so the Lightning Vortex is useless. I think if we go for this, they have to negate it, right? Because I can just kaiju over them. And they don't want that. And then the question is... So you can banish White Prince and two others. Get that. 4,000. And then we can normal summon Lady in White. Lady in White. And then we could go ahead... okay. No, if we had more stuff. We can go ahead and make, Al Mirage. Just to protect this from battle, and give this a little bit more attack. And we have to beat over the Dragoon. As tempting a target as this is. There we go. The question is, can they then do other stuff? We'll see. They can pay another 2,000 life points. And yeah, that's this deck. It's just like, can you get a big number on? Can you attack beyond their things? Sometimes you could beat very powerful decks. Okay, Overload Fusion. What do ye make? Chimera Tech Rampage. Alright, 2 level 5s. Now they get the Cyber Dragon Infinity. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll wait for them to get the CDI out, and then we'll do something. This has to be normal summon. Actually, we're gonna stop them from... If they got that, they can make the Cyber Chimera Tech or whatever. So we'll stop that. And then they'll try to absorb, because this was a special summoned monster. And I'll be like, nay. And then if you negate that, that's one less negation I have to worry about. A lot of one-card starters in this deck. Yeah, okay, so they're just going to stop the... Okay. 2,300, that's less damage if I do the Lightning Storm. Ooh, triple tactics, though. Oof. Big oof. Really like these card sleeves, though. Some of the best stuff I've made in a while. Not sure if you could tell, I took the crown off the prince and gave it to the king of the Skull Servants, because he's the one who deserves it. Another Lady in White, which is not what you want to see, I tell you what. We're just gonna set... We're just gonna set and hope. There's like 5 other things that would be really good for this. Oh, and then you just absorb it. Okay. Or that. Either one. I'm not dead yet, though, unless you've got limiter removal. I still have a chance. If I can bait out the negation with something and get something good, that will do it. Okay, so... Lightning Storm. Destroy all the attack position monsters. You gotta negate it. And then we'll chain... Burial from a different dimension. We'll return 3 banished cards back into our graveyard. I just want a grill. Oh, damn it. Did I... So in my efforts to make this more consistent, I only play 2 King of the Skull servants. For some reason, I thought I hadn't used both of them already. I was hoping I could summon one out of the deck, and I cannot. Welp. I only play 2 kings. If not, might have done it. Yep, sometimes, why not 3? Usually I win long before then. Or lose long before then. One or the other. So yeah, maybe add a 3rd King of the Skull servants into there. It's not something you really wouldn't have. I had Imp, so it wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, I guess not, because if I attack, then I take the 2100. But we tried our best. Like I said at the beginning, this is probably not going to be a deck that wins a whole lot, but when we do win, it'll be very satisfying. Alright, here we are, second duel versus that booty, and we get to go second. And as much as I like the goofy rabbit hat, I'm unfortunately going to be taking it off at the moment. This'll date the video a little bit. I got my second COVID vaccine shot like a couple days ago, and I'm still running just a slight little fever. It's just a little hot in here. It's not that bad. I can clearly work through it. I can clearly commentate and focus on the Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's just a little bit too hot for Hatch. You know what I'm saying? And it looks like we're going up against Eldritch, which we have a fairly good thing against. A fairly good matchup, although this hand is not great. Generally, you don't want to open with Skull Servants and Lady in White. That's why we're playing more than 40 cards, so that we have a chance of getting the, or so that it's less likely we'll get the things that, that we don't want to draw. But unfortunately, we got 1 each of each, and then none of our, like, good go second cards. It would have been really nice to get something like a, Lightning Storm this time, where we could just destroy the back row. But we got Foolish Burial, which is the 1-card starter. We'll send White Baking. See what happens then. If you got an Ash Blossom, no. Okay, so we'll add the... Well, let me think about this. I think we're going to add the White Prince and the White Princess. And then we're going to discard the White Prince. And then we'll trigger the White Prince. Which will let us send the ones from our deck. Bada bing! Let's go ahead and activate the White Prince. Banishing just about everything. Just about to get King of the Skull Servants. Hello, it's me. I have 1,000 attack. Okay, Elixir of Scarlet Sanguine. A little fast, but that's fine. We're going to go ahead and activate White Mare. You can discard this to summon a banished Skull Servant or Lady in White. And we're going to do the Lady in White. Because the Lady in White says, level 3 or lower zombies, except for her, cannot be destroyed by battle and are unaffected by spell trap card effects. Which means, you know, if you've got that Haketo, or not the Haketo, Haketo will still screw us over. But if you've got the, whatchamacallit, the, Conquistador, you're not going to be able to do anything about it. Let's go ahead and normal summon this. And then we'll just, let's just send for Link Karibo. Just to get more stuff in the graveyard. Just to deck thin. That's another reason why we play more than 40 cards, because most likely you're going to be able to send at least like 6 of them straight from the deck out, and just have yourself a good time. So let's attack over the Eldritch. Howdy. I'm a big man. 5,000 is more than 28. Even if you use your effect, you're only 38. I'm gonna hit you for 300. Most likely. Do you got, excuse that booty? You got, no? Okay. We'll attack for 300. There we go. We did it. Congratulations, Reddit. We got it. And then we end our turn on that. We have very little in the terms of disruption, although we do have White Princess, which may actually prove very useful. Oh, Dark Beckoning Beast. Well, that's something I wasn't expecting. Or one card that specifically listens. Okay. So it's not just Eldritch, it's like Haman Eldritch or something. Ooh. Chaos Summoning Beast, and then you get another normal summon, correct? Yep. Tribute this to summon one of the things from your hand. Do you have one of the things from your hand? No? Alright, they get in the Elixir. The Scarlet. That gets one from the deck. Opening of the Spirit Gates. You can add one continuous spell. Oh, that's interesting. So they can get the Eld land back because they control a level 10 Eldritch. Cannot declare an attack except with zombie monsters. Pay 800, add an Eldritch, okay. Haketo, they're going after me graveyard. I'm not liking that. Not one little bit. Ha-ta-ta-ta-tar. Okay, then you send the Eldritch to get the Eldritch, to summon the Eldritch, to be the Eldritch. Okay, but you cannot get over me things. I'm too big. You're gonna do the Conquistador? You're gonna try to get rid of my king? Oh, you just made me stronger. I'm a big boy. A big chungy boy. Yes, we'll do that. Get that to 0. And then they've got the Haketo. Haketo. Yeah, we're good. Let's see. I'm half tempted to just summon another King of the Skull Servants. I could also summon the Lady in White. And that would turn off the... Yeah, we just got... Hello there. Well, hello there. So let's go ahead. Battle phase. Attack the 0 attack. Activate White Princess. 7,000. More than 6,000. Damage step. You tried very far, but you left 0 attacks against the man who's going to one-punch you. And even if you didn't, this is, I should probably explain, White Princess you can discard, and all monsters lose attack and defense equal to their level or rank times 300. So in the case of Eldritch, it's 300 times 10 stars, so 3,000 attack, so that goes to 0, this one goes to 500. And this loses 300 because they're all level 1s. And then of course we still have the Forbidden Droplet so we could have their attack or whatever, so yeah, that's... Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. It's kind of interesting how that works out. At least we got one win. Let's go into duel number 3. Alright, here we are, duel number 3 versus 1. If only this could have been duel number 1. That would have been more interesting. Yet again, we open with King of the Skull Servants, which you don't want. We open with Mizuki, which you don't want if you also... Unless you open with, like... Forbidden Droplet or Unizombie. Show me that Unizombie. That's not a Unizombie. Okay. Let's activate Foolish Burial Goods. Let's try that, shall we? And of course, we're just going to send Baking. I just want to grill. True neutral. Let's get this. And one of these that we only played 1 because we search it off of the grill. Let's send... Where's he at? That. White Prince, not once per turn. This one is once per turn, but it also has a hand trap effect. If my King of the Skull Servants would be destroyed by battle, I could do a thing. So let me think about this. They've got all the back row. So I think what I want to do is just go ahead and do this. We'll summon this from the deck. We'll keep this one hidden in our hand. We'll use this to summon a lady in white and also give this another 1,000. Okay, they decided to activate nothing. Nothing, good sir. Alright. Normal summon Mizuki. Let's just keep our defense here. Let's attack for 2,000 first. Let's attack with this second. Okay. It's another one. Do you want to continue the battle? No, I'm good. Main phase 2. Let's go ahead. Let's see, do we just want to keep that there at this point? Or get more stuff, and let's get more stuff in the graveyard. We're going to use these two to make Nightmare. And use Nightmare to discard another Mizuki to pop that. Whatever it may be. And if you're unfamiliar with how the Eldritch work, all these traps gain effects, but only if they have an Eldritch on the field. Let's see here. 3,000, yeah, I like being bigger at the moment. Although, yeah, we're good for now. Eldritch not known for their ability to OTK. You can easily, though, like, Mizuki, bring something that back. You know, Nightmare, go into Nightmare Unicorn, discard another Skull Servant. This goes to 4,000. Get rid of their other back row or whatever. If you're worried about this, or if you're trying to clear their boards. We probably could have done more if we had used, I believe it was, what's in our graveyard again? Yeah, if we'd used Foolish Burial to just send White Prince, and then use the White Baking. But I think it'll be more surprising to have them activate the Haketo and just be like, no, I don't think I will be destroyed. Oh, they're using that. Interesting. Yeah, they can discard the Eldritch to send a card to the graveyard, which is not destroying it. It's a very different thing, my friend. 1,900 is bigger than 1,800, though. That's cool. And yeah, again, the most they'll get 38 or 35 plus 18, but I'm going to be blocking 1,900 of that. So I think we're good. We'll survive to next turn, and I can just be like normal summon. Assuming I could just like Radiant, just get rid of the Eldritch, and then all your spell traps are offline unless you've got a Scarlet Sanguine to summon one from the deck. What's also cool is if you had the White Princess, the lower attack, like, doesn't affect Link's. So, like, he goes down to 500, Link is still at 1,900. Setting some spells, setting some traps, do-do-do-do, what do you think about that? Okay, so what do you get some searches, right? I'm gonna be a searchy boy. Well, there's the Elixir. Alrighty then. Yeah, so let's go ahead. We're going to get rid of that. Which means you have to activate the Elixir when I do something like this. And then if you want to Conquistador, Mizook. What's better, 2 3,000s or one? Yeah, 2 3,000s. 2 big boys. 2 big skull boys. Oh, Ice Dragon's Prison. That is unfortunate. Okay. Target one monster in your opponent, summon to the field, but its effects are negated. Then you could banish one. Okay. So I have to do this. I have to send that. Unfortunately, they only have the one effect monster. I was hoping I could discard this too. And I cannot. But I can Mazook back the King of the Skull Servants. The one I just sent. There we go. And then I can attack over this. 1600. Alright. Wasn't expecting that one. But we've still got... I thought it was this and Conquistador. We still have the Conquistador insurance, which is good. And this will go back into the graveyard if he uses it for anything. Hey, there we go. Ah, Verte. Unfortunate. And that can use its effect twice per turn, so I don't think the white baking is going to help me. Taking a lot of damage. Yeah, so I can, like, stop it from being destroyed once, but not twice. Activate. Can I add white baking? No, but I can add this, and this, and then I can send that. I can make my boy very big. Hopefully that doesn't do 8,000. Nope, it does 0. Yay. End of main phase? Eh. Yep, so we lose to Dragoon, but I mean, what a surprise. Unfortunately. You mean one of Yu-Gi-Oh's oldest archetypes can't hold up to one of its most broken cards? Who would have suspected? One of its most broken cards teched in with... Oh, is this the same guy who just changed his name? Yeah, it's... I always love it. What? I'm playing a casual deck. I've got Haman. Ignore the Eldritch. Ignore the meta archetype. Ignore the Dragoon. I'm playing a casual deck because I've stuffed some casual stuff that I'm not using into the side. Alright, duel number 4, and it seems we're returning to Monkey. Going second. Having ourselves a go second time. Opening again with the King of the Skull Servants. We only play 2. We don't want to open with them. And yet, here we are. Unchained Twin Amara. Unchained, we should be able to OTK them, especially with this hand. This hand is just, like, amazing. You can just discard some things, put some things into some things, do some things, to some things. We'll see. We'll go ahead and skip past whatever they're going to be building and be back on our turn. Alright, they've got the Unchained Soul and some back row, and we're going to blow up their back row. I do not like the back row. Good thing we top deck the Lightning Storm, I tell you what. Lightning Storm, storming all the back row. Lightning Storm, doing some things that do some things. Ah, Torrential Tribute and Imperm, our 2 arch nemeses. Good thing we won't have to deal with those. They're going to get something from that. Alright. They can only do that with a... Okay. So we're going to normal summon White Princess. When this is normal summoned, or special summon, but I usually only normal summon it, you can send a White Prince from the deck to the graveyard. That is unfortunate. Yep, everything but the Ash. What to do at this point? Okay. This kind of sucks, but I think I could still do it. Okay. I'm going to use this. I'm going to send these two. And this. We're going to negate all of them. Then we're going to... Oh, this is only once per turn, isn't it? No, it's not. Hey. But she came back. Going to send that. Dancing. Dancing, dancing, dancing. Dancing in the moonlight. And then we're going to send Spook number 1 and Spook number 2. If they hadn't ashed, we could have done that and then, like, brought back the White Prince and then sent it away for a link and then brought it. We could have done a whole lot of stuff. Unfortunately, we cannot this time. But we can do... What does this do? If this card is destroyed, you can target one chained in your graveyard and special summon it. Okay. Get those two. Summon the king, who's going to have, like, no attack whatsoever, unfortunately. Howdy. I have 1,000. But it'll get him out of the deck, and we can go ahead and, like, relinquished anima. We can absorb this thing, and that way when we destroy this, they have nothing that they can, like, go into. Or at least nothing big and spooky that'll actually be able to hurt us a whole bunch. Let's attack this. Go away. They get to summon. Oh, they're just summoning the big one. Big spooky. Alright, but that's all they have now is a 3,000 beater. And we could destroy it by discarding the King of the Skull Servants, which is not something I want to do. Yeah, we'll be fine. It depends on what they draw, of course, but we'll probably be fine. They go ahead and attack, and then we can send the White Princess to the graveyard to lower its attack down to almost nothing. But because a monster left the field, they'll be able to replay the attack, so it won't really do all that much. But it'll get this in the graveyard, and we'll have another monster, so if we need to link away two things, if we get a Baking or a Prince, or another Mizuki. Would you like to continue the battle, good sir? 600 to 1,800, it's a nice deal, nice offer. I receive nothing, you receive battle damage. Ooh, that's a pretty good one. Let me think about that. This would just have 3,000, so all I'd be able to do is crash. So yeah, we want to Mizuki or Unizombie. Hope they can't stop this. If they can, we're in doom. Welcome to Doom. My name is Joe. I'll be your guide into Doomtown. It's like Toontown, but with fundamental differences. Yep, they're just going to destroy it. I could have gotten White Baking and then done all sorts of things. Then I would have had, like, yeah, a whole bunch of stuff. And unfortunately, their guy is going to come back, but I'll get in for 1,800. Stalling for a turn. Getting rid of resources. What do you got, Sonny Jim? Another one. But it's just a 1,500, right? Unless you crash it in there. You could crash it and then not have the things to do, and you could make the Link summoned monster. Yep. Ouch. My most of me. I did not want that, Sam I am. Turn it to the deck when it leaves the field. Do I have enough to just, like, crunch over that at this point? No. It really sucks how much Ash Blossom can really just shut down this deck. Oh, okay. So you work against special summoned monsters, do you? Be a shame if someone normal summoned something big. Goodbye. And then you just get back the 3,000 beater again. No, you're going for that one. Okay. I have this to protect it. I think they mostly destroy, so we should be good. I know they have something that can use me as link material. This sets a card, though, right? Let's see. You can target one Unchained, set it to your field, then destroy one card you control. Yeah. So we will see. What will you do? Who will you be? Okay, they're just setting that and then destroying it immediately. Interesting. Oh, they have another one of these. Yup. And they can link summon with that. Doesn't that just rip my pickle? Ripolodian. The network for kids. If they had destroyed it, ooh, you would have seen the things I could have destroyed. Set. Alright. 1 for 1, eh? I already have both of these in the graveyard, yeah, but that's fine. Let's summon a white prince. Choose the white baking. This is going to be another instance where I wish I had a third one, isn't it? This and white mare? Yeah. To deck. I can't even activate the third one anyway. Damn. I'm so dumb. Why did this never come up in testing? Yeah, I guess I'm just waiting on stupid. Let's go ahead. Summon the Lady in White. Lady in White. Gonna activate now? No. Akashic Magician? Yeah, I think I'm dead, unfortunately. There's not much I can do, because I'm pretty sure they can chain that to this and it just kills me. Or anything, really. Let's just make a Link Karibo. And end our turn. A sad state of affairs. Maybe I should go in at the halfway point and add another King of the... What? You can only do this during my turn. Why didn't you do the thing? I'm confused, monkey. That's so weird. Again, normally I could just do all the things first turn. Maybe the people I test against. I'm not sure what they would do. I'm not sure why these have been going so long. I was expecting this episode to be one of the fastest on record. Because most of the time it's like, I either do all the things in one turn and just attack for 11,000, or I just die straight off. These long games are a new and strange breed of mysterious creature to me. Access code talker. That's weird. It's weird because, like, I understand making access code talker, but this is not a situation where you need access code talker. In fact, you could have just attacked... Oh wait, no, they needed this, but once they made this, they could have just attacked with this and then attacked with that. It's like, you don't need OTK tools when all I've got is like a normal monster and a Link Karibo, but that's fine. Let's go ahead into the 5th duel. Alright, here we are, the real duel number 5 versus Daki the Zombie. So I'm guessing, I was gonna say Metaphys, but that's not the name. Mayakashi. Mayakashi is the word. No, this is Tri-Brigade. Unless it's Tri-Brigade zombies. But I don't think that's a thing. I don't think there's such thing as Tri-Brigade zombies. I guess we'll tell. Only time will tell. What manner of things can you build? We've got none of our Go second tools, but we do have some draw power. We can draw into things, although I'm not sure if it's good to discard the white baking. Although, if we draw into more stuff, we do also have the foolish, so we can always foolish a white baking. But if possible, I want to not make the same mistake last time. If I can get multiple things, I want to, like, foolish a white prince and then send the baking and then automatically get, like, 6,000. Unless this is a straight up, like, Is this the barrier statue? Are you burying my statue? No, it's Apex Avian. That's actually much easier. Ooh, boy, I tell you what, this is a hell of a hand. Yeah, let's... Do I really want to? With this kind... This is so rare to get so many one-ofs. White baking is a hard once per turn, though, so if I can get them to activate this before the baking... Oh boy. Oh boy. Drew into nothing. Although, we've got the forbidden droplet. So... Droplet the monster, do the other thing. And what is this? We don't know. Yeah, I think we want to use the allure as just bait to get out the Apex Avian. If this card would be destroyed by battle, you could destroy one other Samorg instead. Okay. And this does not target. It's non-targeting, so at resolution I get to choose. What will you do? What will you be? Yeah, so they're going to negate that, which just bounces it. I just want to grill, damn it. Okay. Let's do this to try to bait out an Ash Blossom. We'll send the White Prince first. We'll send this and this. Okay, and then we'll 1-for-1 discard this for the baking. You have to discard a monster. There we go. Grillin' time. It's grillin' time again. Open your heart and we'll begin. We'll send that. Sending that to the graveyard activates the bacon. We'll get another white prince and the white mare. The mare! We'll send that. That's another. 2 monsters. Go ahead and activate the white prince. We'll banish these 2. It's 5,000. Summon a lady in white, so we're protected against the impermanence. So 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright. So what we do is we go to a battle phase, we attack into this, and then we activate Burial from a different dimension to put 3 more King of the Skull servants in mid-battle. 9,000, that's not the right number. Oops! I miscalculated there. That was what we call a miscalculation. Question mark. So, at this point, they've got all these things. They've got all this stuff. What do we want to do? What the hell do we want to do? Because here's the thing. We could summon the other King of the Skull Servants. We could make Appaloosa and have 4 negates to try to play through everything. We could also make Access Code Talker and try to play through everything. Just blow up stuff, and then hope that's enough. I think we want to save it and just hope they don't get the barrier statue. We'll see. Because here's, even if we make Appaloosa, it'd be a 3200 attack, and then okay, they're not playing the barrier statue, probably. Like, we negate that, and then we go down to 24, and then they can crash this, and then do a whole bunch of other stuff in main phase 2, but... yeah, we came close. Miscalculation on my part. So close to the 1 punch. We're like 1.5 punch. It's times like this I kind of wish we played the Lyraloose Ixie, the one that can attack directly, because 1 attack from it would be over, and we could easily get 2 level 1s on the field. Granted, depending on what we top deck, we might be able to do a thing. Getting banished. Oh, shriek. Goodbye. And it's times like this you got in the side deck, because remember, this can summon a banished King of the Skull Servants. I only play the 1 because oftentimes it's dead if you got nothing else. But, you know, in a case like this where you're playing against a deck that can banish stuff, you kind of want to play multiple of those. Yeah, we're gonna put you to 0. Yeah, and I think I might be dead. Unless I draw into King of the Skull Servants and I could just attack. That might be a thing. You can get the Samorg out of your hand, right? Yeah. Or the Apex Avian, rather. And a Key Cat. Yep, I'm screwed. I was so close! Why did I have to mess up? I could do that and they would just negate it. It's just what they would do. Unless they're waiting on whatever I have in the hand. It's times like these I wish I had I wish I had my kaiju stuff. Yep, just doing that. Normal summon. What do you say about that? Then add 1 beast from your deck to your hand. Okay. You got the level 1 though, so you can't make the Herald of Arclight. What will you search, little rabbit? Run far now into your past. Oh, rescue cat. I need some rescue. Will I still have enough attack after this? Do I have like 4,000? Hey, how's it going, buddy? GG. I still did it! After all the things! Thank you, Prince of the Skull Servants, for not being once perturbed. I appreciate it. I am kind of curious what this was, if it would have helped me, if summoning the Lady of White did anything. But we get 2 wins. That's the great thing about this deck. Every time you get a win, it feels like you accomplished something, for the most part. I mean, sometimes you play against really bad decks, or you get really good hands. But, yeah, you get those little 1 punches, you do a good job. Let's go ahead to the halfway point. Well, hey there, welcome to the halfway point. You enjoying the show so far? You liking what you see? We haven't won a whole lot, but I feel like we've been having fun. We've been playing with some skeletons. And if you like the fact that I could play with these decks that aren't very good, that aren't very competitive, but I still managed to make them fun and make them competitive enough, then consider checking out my Patreon. That's how I fund the channel. I keep ads to a minimum. I don't really have many sponsors. I think I'm going to get one soon, but it's like Yu-Gi-Oh related. I got like playmats and stuff. That'll be interesting. But yeah, most of the funding comes from Patreon, so if you like what I do, consider checking that out. Just $1 really helps out. And if you donate $2, you can get these sleeves. I made these, not just for this deck, but I make ones for every episode. So you can get like hundreds of sleeves, and also the negation. Wyncrer, put the negation up there. Wyncrer is the editor. He's a cool guy. He does some stuff, and I can afford to hire him thanks to the Patreon. It's all very nice. So yeah, check that out if you're interested, and without further ado, let's go back into the duels. Also, you know what? I'm going to add a third King of the Skull Servants in here. We're going to do a 45 card deck. And if this thing bricks my hand... Ooh. Alright, here we are, duel number 6 versus Hellstar. Could that be a reference to an obscure Japanese manga, a horror manga, Hellstar Remnia? Possibly. Hard to say. Hard to leg. It looks like we're against Unchained again. Did Unchained do something recently? Did they, like, top an event and that's why they're here? I'm unsure. Let's destroy all the back row, shall we? Go away. Heavy Storm. Demise of the Land. Alright. Alright. Okay. Alright, okay. Alright. Okay. Hot diggity. Let's see. Target one card you control, destroy it. Also, you can add special summon monsters for the rest of the turn, except fiend monsters. I think we want to activate this. It'll let them get the big monsters out, but we can have their attack. And it's better than having them realize what we're doing and summoning big stuff. We're gonna get, that. We play this one because it's dark, so it's a target for the Allure of Darkness, and this one just has the lowest attack. Floating around at the speed of sound. Alright, what do you summon from here? So you got the big Chungo. Are you going to discard in order to destroy? You could. You are. You know what? I don't really want to be destroyed, so I'm going to discard these two. Let's get that and that. I just want to grill, damn it. White Mare and White Prince. Discarding the White Prince. Getting some things. Let's go this and this. Let's normal summon. Activate. Send another White Prince. Send 2 more. There we go. Let's go ahead and banish those 2 to get that. King of the Skull Servants. Let's summon the Lady in White. Let's go ahead and turn you to 0. Probably should have done that beforehand. And what do we want to do? 67, 77. Yeah, let's just make 1900. So that goes into that. And the good old OTK! That's what I'm used to seeing! This is how that deck likes to play! It's just playing through all your opponent's disruption, and granted, we got the Lightning Vortex, the Lightning Storm, we got the Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, and the Forbidden Droplet. We needed all 3 of those. I'm curious if there's... I sometimes make an argument that, like, when people play all these really strong generic traps, they're like, you probably could have just played, like, normal monsters if you were going to play all these staple cards, and you would have won with that. But I'm not sure if that's necessarily true. Like, Forbidden Droplet certainly helped me. It certainly cleared some things out. but it's very rare that you have a deck that can put on the 8,000, 9,000 damage in one turn and then attack through all the 0 attack monsters. But you can let me know down in the comments. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this was foolish. I was kind of hesitant to make this deck because I do feel like it's kind of carried by the Go Second staples. But, you know, if you're gonna do a deck like that, at least it could be something spooky. Something funny. Here we are, the 6th duel versus Paco. Decided I need a little bit of shade, so I put on my big old straw hat. Not quite what a pirate would do, but it still works. And we're going first again. However, we do have the means to do some things. Someone's knocking at my door. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Someone knocked on the door. I'm good. Let's just go ahead. We'll do the thing we wanted to do. Send to the graveyard. We'll send, oh wait, no, we don't want to send that. We want to send, white bacon. And then we're going to grab white mare and also white princess, because we've already got 2 prints in hand, and the last thing we need is 3 of them. So we're going to do that. We'll send this and this. And then what we're going to do is white prince. Banish those 2. Summon out King of the Skull Servants. We're going to go ahead and activate this. We're going to discard. If you don't know, Unizombie has 2 effects. It's increase a level of a monster and then discard a card, and increase a level and send a zombie from the deck to the graveyard. So we can do all these things. It's important we make this level 5, because then when we use White Mare to summon back Lady in White, we have 8 stars. So we can actually make some level 8 synchros. I think there might be a way we could make, like, Borreload Savage Dragon or something, but I'm just gonna go with Beals of the Diabolic Dragons. It's not great, but it's slightly difficult for some people to get over. And that's pretty much the best we can hope for in this. So we've got the 6,000 beater. Oftentimes, like, if we didn't have White Baking and White Princess in hand, I would have turned this into a Link Karibo. But since we had these 2 to help it, I decided to go with those. We'll see if we can... Oh, I'm sorry, Paco. Oh, that's such an unfortunate position you're in. Unless you're going to activate... Wait, no, you wouldn't set a card if you were playing Mystic Mine. Alright. To attack. Does this have to... Target a face-up monster. Okay. Let's go ahead and attack. Perform a pal, teeter-totter hopper. First time this special summoned card would be destroyed by battle, it is not. During your opponent's end phase. Raigeki Break. With the ceasefire. White Baking can prevent it from being destroyed. And yep, that's the best payoff for White Baking, is just like, in the battle phase, not only am I not destroyed, but also, I'm up to 10,000 attack. That's a lot of attack. I'm sorry to make you wait for so long just to hit you for 10,000. But we get another win, we're good, let's go into the 8th duel. Alright, here we are, the 8th duel. I think it's the 8th duel. Versus Renatoan Yu-Gi-Oh! Perhaps another Yugi tuber? I've never heard of them. But if you've heard of them, let them know they were in an episode, perhaps. And I have to go first. And I don't have Unizombie or anything. I opened with all 3 of these, which are like the 3 things you don't want to open with. We're setting a card. Your move. Sadness. Sadness is a place I live. Even if I'd gone second, I wouldn't be able to do anything. Most likely. Unless I get one more card. If that's not a Yugi-tuber, that's an interesting name to put Yu-Gi-Oh! In your name. My name is Andrew Gold, by the way. And if you're curious what that has to do with anything, Andrew Gold is the artist who made spooky, scary skeletons back in the 60s. Ooh, pardon me. Which I did not know. I had to look that up. But apparently he's made a whole lot of music. He made like a whole album of like psychedelic music, and then a whole album of like Halloween songs. And then he also, I forget what sitcom it is, but there's a show where like the theme song is like, "Thank you for being a friend," and he did that. He did that song. So it's weird to think, it's like he had this long, distinguished career, several albums worth of stuff, a studio musician who's written songs for other people, and his biggest claim to fame is spooky, scary skeletons and "Thank you for being a friend." An interesting combination. Looks like we're playing against some sort of weird plant deck. 3 Lone Fires into Baobaboon, into Fragrant Storm. Still got 5 cards in hand. You get to shuffle. Could this be Plant Exodia? Plant Zodia, perhaps? Hard to say, hard to leg, hard to eat, a broken egg, hard to fit, square hole into round peg. Interesting. Preda Practice. So I'm going to Preda Plant, then add a Preda card from your deck to your hand, except for Preda Practice. Okay. Preda Plants, not all that powerful. I've played Preda Plants many a times before, only once on the show, because they're not very powerful. They can't do a whole lot, at least on their own. Maybe if you mix them with other things, but then that's just because like they're a fusion summoning archetype, and the only things they can fusion summon is like Starving Venom, Greedy Venom, and Trap of Aberravin, or whatever it's called. Those first 2 are good, like, OTK cards, kind of, in certain situations. And Trip of Five-Erm is, like, mad most. Can this thing banish me? Target a monster with a level equal or lower. Okay. Good. Good, it cannot banish me, because it has to know my level, which means I have to be face up. Unfortunately, if they link summon something big, I mean, I'm probably screwed anyway, because this hand of mine glows with massive garbage. It tells me to seek Hollow Knight. Fusion Substitute. So you can get that draw. Just get that tiny bit of draw. Alright, what will make 2 dark monsters on the field? We're gonna see the Greedy Venom. See the Tripe of Five-Erm. No, Dragostapelia. Target 1 face-up monsters, place a counter on it. If its level is 2 or higher, it becomes 1. Negate the activated effects of your opponent's monsters that have Preda counters on it. Okay. No big deal. Please give me something good. That will suffice. Normal summon. Hello. I am the Prince of White Mares, I'm running around. Prince of White Mares, I'm having the ground. I don't think I think I'll just take, Wyncrer. Hello there. Do you want to negate Wyncrer's effect? White Prince. At least we could send that, and that. No, we're not sending from our hand, because if we draw a Forbidden Droplet, this could be really good. And then we're going to, because we got the Mazook, we're going to Mizuki, summon back the White Prince. Howdy. Because it is not once per turn. Who needs once per turn? Let's just Nightmare Cerberus. That'll bait out the negation. We'll go ahead and activate this by sending a Skull Servant to destroy that. We'll go ahead and activate White Prince again. Yep, you have to negate the Cerberus, that's fine. Ding. And the deck. There you go. I just want a grill, damn it. White Prince. Banish these two. That will get us a 3,000. Let's see here. We'll go into the battle phase. We'll attack into this. And then we'll... Bam! Let's put this, this, and this back, because if we draw the white mare, we can summon the Lady in White out. Plus, having another Mizuki is going to be really good. These are all level 3s. This card is normal. Okay, if this card is destroyed, you can special summon any number of Bow Baboons from your deck. Okay, so we just delete that. We just delete one of those. There we go. It's not great, but we got out of the thing. We got to do the stuff. We could... I think we want to save our stuff at this point because we're not in OTK range, and they're going to need a lot of stuff if they want to OTK us. Well, that might help. Polywally, dude, lol the day. We're going to get a Tripe of Fiverr now? No. Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. Big Starvo. Let's see. Gains attack. So once per turn, you can target one level 5 or higher. This card becomes original name, yada yada. If it's destroyed, you can destroy all special summoned monsters. What if I were to normal summon a monster? Then it would not be... that'd not be destroyed, correct? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. Maybe we're going to have to fight. Ooh, punch. One punch. I won't be able to one punch over the 2800. Oh? You gonna make a Verte now? Okay. Instant fusion. Surprising. Thousand Eyes restricts. Surprising. Yes, I have a question. What the fuck? Hello? Alright. Interesting thing, Renato and Yu-Gi-Oh! You put up a fight, but 6,000 is more than 500, so I'll declare victory this time as we go into the 9th duel. Alright, here we are, the real 9th duel versus Puckerman, which sounds like some sort of, like, enemy in perhaps a not-so-age-appropriate manga. Hard to say, hard to leg. I'm doing that a lot lately. Oh, boy. Shit sucks. What do we want to do here? I've got no thing, which is like nothing, but with fundamental differences. Let's go ahead and activate one of these. Okie dokie. We'll send baking. We'll get our bake on. Ash. Set Mizuki pass. I don't want to go first. Why must you make me go first? I'm sure you could, with this deck, make some sort of, like, zombie baller drock version if you really needed to. Something that would help. But, I did not... I only play singles. Matches are too long. Singles are arguably too long. If I was smart about YouTube, I would just edit things down. Oh, and they have Aerial, which means they can banish all the things from my graveyard, which I don't want. Let's see. So I have the white baking, though, which is good, because if I get a Skull Servant, then Construct can't destroy it. Although either way, I got the Kaiju Slumber. The real question, they already used the El Shadal Fusion. If they have another one, I still don't think they can OTK with it or anything. Yeah, they're just going to get rid of the Mazook. So the one thing this deck is kind of good at is like these decks that require you to kind of extend in order to do stuff. Not working the best. All the Skull Servants. Every last one. We could Mazook to bring back the baking. No. I think we're going to do this first. Just get everything out of the way. Goodbye. Goodbye, field. Hello, moon. Please go. Don't pretend like you can do stuff. What is that? Summon to my side of the field, the big one. You get a turtle. There you go. I'm going to put it right there. This is a special spot. Now you're going to get all the things. Add a Shadal from your deck to your graveyard. You can draw a card. You can get one of these two back. I don't think I'm going to summon from the grave. I mean, I guess I kind of have to summon from the extra deck to get stuff out on the field. I could crash White Baking. Because that's really the biggest recursion that Shadals get is from Shadal Fusion being able to just send stuff to the deck because you have cards on the field. The big question is I don't think I have enough to OTK. I guess we're going to find out. Fight Baking. Let's relinquish your anima. Let's hope they didn't draw another goddamn Ash. You had the Called by the Grave. Ripperoni. The San Francisco Treat. And I guess I could do it again next turn. But now they're going to be able to do all the shenanigans they want to do. They have no way to get rid of a relinquished Amina. At least we can get in for a lot of damage, so being able to hit over for whatchamacallit won't be that difficult. Yeah, we're good for now. The only other thing I could think to do would be like an entirely waste. I could like use Mizuki to summon back something and then make Nightmare Unicorn and like shuffle itself back into the extra deck by discarding a Skull Servant. Not something you really want to do. Yeah, and if they send Ariel, then they could just banish everything from my graveyard. Show me that Ariel. Oh no, they didn't. Oops, that's your graveyard. Psyframe Gear Gamma. Okay, they're just going for Construct. They're constructing a thing. Oh, now they can send it, because Squamata. Gotta watch out for that Squamata. I should turn this down a little bit. There we go. No, they're sending Incarnation. Because they're still... Well, that's 2 down. They're still stuck on the idea that, like, Winda is going to be useful to them. Even though I'm clearly not a deck that summons a whole lot. Oh wait, Incarnation. I got that confused with Schism. Either way, yeah. It's like, I don't think Winda's going to do all that much. At least once I get started. Granted, I do special summon a fair amount, but this is not the deck where, like, shutting down my ability to special summon is going to, like, ruin everything. Target one of your banished Shadals and summon it. Alright. And then send one. But it's in defense position. Draw a card. Alrighty. Super Poly? Are you gonna super my Poly? I can only get rid of one. And again, I got like 9 things that get me started. You don't want to get me started. Once you get me started, I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop being started. You know what I'm saying? Okay, good. They're getting rid of the extra deck thing. I didn't want that anyway. Now they super poly. Alright, and they've already used a Squamata. Make a window. No. They're just making another construct. And they didn't use my dark monster. Seems weird. Granted, yeah, I guess at this position, if I summon back the thing, that'll be my one special summon, the one white baking, and then I won't be able to do anything else. Okay, so I'm going to normal summon this. We're going to buy some time, hopefully. Or not. Just ashing all over the place. What an ash hole. Yeah, you know what? We're going to... Oh, wait, I can still... I can deck them. The movie, the game. Not that it'll help me, because I can't get out the other thing I want to do. Let's get a turtle. Turtle power. We'll Mazook. We'll get white baking on the field. And then they'll summon Winda. And then I think the key is that I'm going to trigger white baking during the opponent's turn. After I activate White Princess. So it's just like, you're not going to be able to OTK me. I'm going to have the setup I need to summon a really big Skull Servant next turn, and you'll have a 2200 attacker that I can hopefully just get over. Or I could possibly Gamma Seal the Winda and then do stuff. It's just a matter of them being able to attack me. But I think the White Princess will really help, because it'll dive both of these down to near 0. Which means no matter what, they're not going to be able to attack me. Yep, we're good. Go ahead into the battle phase. Nope. Get out of here. No attack for any of you. If that's your third Ash, I'm going to be mildly upset. What is it waiting for? I'm confused. I'm confoozled. I'm confounded. I just want to grill. Let's go ahead with this, and let's just grab a king, actually. Just normal summon it. Normal summon that biatch. He's gonna have a lot. Deck. Let's look at the graveyard. F1 if you're wondering. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? 5,000 minus 2,000. Not quite game. If I had some way to get any of these Skull Servants into the graveyard, that would be good. But they can't stop it if I normal summon it with the construct, because she only destroys special summoned monsters. Who knows what that could be? If it's like an imperm, then I'm probably dead. Probably. I still get one special summon. If King of the Skull Servants attacks something, or not attacks, but if he gets destroyed by battle, you can banish a Skull Servant from the graveyard and bring him back. Okay, do you have some way to send that to the grave? No. I would have drawn another one anyway. Let's see. Normal summon? 5,000 to 600? Shaddoll Fusion. Ah, they have a way to summon in the battle phase. And then that will get rid of 3 of mine. R.I.P. in peace. I'm surprised they play the water one. Do I want to continue the battle? No. No, I don't think I will. Yep, and I already used the one thing. That's unfortunate. They had the one... Did they get that and I didn't even notice it? Yeah, and I don't have enough in there. The damn aerial. If only I had gotten my other thing, the, Target one Shaddoll, spell trap, add it to your hand. Yeah, we don't really want to give them the fusion. Unfortunate. Yeah, I think we're just dead. Yeah, I'm not sure if they added that back with a card effect and I just missed it. I don't think they did. I think they just happened to draw it. Yeah, because the other one's still in the graveyard. Very lucky, Puckerman. Yeah, and I have to do this, otherwise I'm just dead. Defense. I think I might be dead anyway. No, am I? No. These two, if they were 3,000, I'd be at 6,000. What I really need, if I could just get the Forbidden Droplet, I could discard both of these, normal summon this, and just be like, go to town. Take him to church. Well, that's not quite, but maybe it'll draw me into it. Got that third goddamn Ash Blossom. All 3 Ash Blossoms. R.I.P. my dreams. Yeah, and I'd only have 2,000. Yup, unfortunately, you just get too many Skull Servants, and you have to play 3 Skull Servants. Otherwise, you're doomed. Or not doomed, but you have to play 3 of them so you can use the whatchamacallit. Oh, where's it at? White Prince. You have to play 3. Same thing with Lady in White. Like, you gotta play 3, otherwise you don't have the materials, you don't have the things to use White Prince with. But, yeah, let's just go ahead to the 10th duel. We tried hard, but we could not beat... To be fair, I think Shaddoll's one of the meta decks. I hear that it's really good, but usually it's like, Invoked Shaddoll or something like that, and this doesn't seem to be it. It's just got a bunch of hand traps. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the last duel versus Viperium. Another enemy. This one sounds like a villain from like a legit comic or something. Like, Lord Viperium, how shall we defeat them? Unfortunately, this is not very good. Now we got the opposite problem that we normally have. which is all the go second cards and none of the go first cards. And also, all the go second cards and none of the starter cards. And also, we're going first, which we don't want to do. A sad state of affairs, to be certain. Maybe they won't be playing something very good. Possibly. Maybe. Cyber Dragon? Oh no. Yup. This started with Cyber Dragons and it'll end with Cyber Dragons. I'm ripping my Roni over here. Just gotta hope they can't OTK us. That would suck. We might have to send our King of the Skull Servants. Not that it'll be any useful in our hand unless we happen to get something else. But if we can get our Prince or something else, then we're... Yeah, you just had everything, didn't you? You just had everything! A sad state of affairs. But, you know, that's... And the Verte. No. No, I don't think you will. I just want to grill. You are going to have to find some other way to OTK. Huh. Hey, White Prince. I think the only thing we're worried about is that back row, right? So let's get rid of the back row. 1 for 1. Good. Most good indeed. Yeah, I think we just want to link Karibo, right? And then this, and then this. Granted, we're still in a pretty shitty situation. We're gonna have 2,000 attack. I want more than 2,000 attack, Johnny. I want to be a strong boy. Why can't you make me a strong boy, Johnny? I won. I don't know why I won. I had a 2,000 attack monster. They had a 2,400 attack monster. Granted, I had the Forbidden Droplet. I could maybe stop another OTK, but that was about it. But I've said it once before, I'll say it again. Sometimes you win because you win, and sometimes you win because your opponent loses. Let's go into the end screen. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. BigSpooky.Dek, we went 6-4. Slightly better than I predicted. Granted, some of those decks, not the most powerful opponents, but some of them were pretty powerful. Some of them put up quite the fight, and we managed to eke them out with this old school style deck. And I should think Jelly will return. He's actually the patron who sponsored this. Hopefully Wyncrer put his name somewhere near the beginning, because I forgot to mention, but this was a Patreon-sponsored deck. It was on the line from viability, but I'm glad I did it. It's fun to play an old-school casual deck like this from time to time. It's really what makes Yu-Gi-Oh! Great in my eyes. The idea that you could take mostly old cards, a couple staples, and maybe like one new support card, and still surprise people by punching them in the face for 11,000. It's just a fun time. Next episode, no idea what I'm working on. I have a whole bunch of requests. I think someone wanted Tin Dangles, someone wanted Live Twins. I'm not sure if either of those will work, but I'll be testing them. Come over to my Twitch if you want to test that out. Should be a link in the description. For now, though, I'm calling it. Until next time, good luck, and have fun. Hey there, ghosts and goblins. Before you shuffle off to the graveyard, stop a moment and help me pay my respects to all the patrons that make this show possible. Especially the high-tier patrons who are so helpful it's frightening. Their names are Davon Crushing, Tiberius Kane Moriarty, Yellow, Jelly Will Return, Yami, 329, Austin Glover, BV King, Chris W, Death's Dancer, Leaf Blady, Montry, Pong, CD Games, Chris Kessler, Dancing Joker, BigSpooky.Dek, Matt, Muffin Fiend, Nathan, Nerozar22, Nightfang, Penumbra Eterna, Kirvin, Quintingent, Tayo no Kitsune, Trevor F, and Weirdest Hickory. They truly are the White Princes of this channel, because without them, there'd be no way I could gain as much power as I have. If you'd like to join the Monster Mash, click the Patreon link on the screen or down in the description below. Every little bit helps, and you can earn some cool rewards as well. Today's secret question of the day: what is your favorite casual deck to play? Let me know down in the comments, and until next time, stay frosty, Legos.